Hello, everybody. We're on our second session of spiritual wellness. I hope that everybody enjoyed this past week and tapping into connection with whatever that looks like for you. And hopefully, you felt some peace and some joy with that connection. Last week, we did talk about what spiritual wellness is, and it is the connection that we have to ourselves, to nature, to God, to source, to whatever it is that you want to call, but something that is greater than us. And today we're going to talk about how to implement and bring spiritual practices into your own life, your day to day life. It's one thing to know what spiritual wellness is, and it's another thing to actually practice it. A coach that I worked with for many years was so good. She was very fit, and got a lot of compliments on the way that she looked. And she was really clear that she wasn't her body, that she called it a meat suit. And another friend of mine, when I said that to her, she called it a meat dress. That's really not who we are. We're not these bodies. These bodies house our soul, house our spirit, and that's what we really are. Our bodies can be very distracting, for sure, in that process. But before we dive in, I invite you to just take a grounding breath with me. Just place your feet on the floor, get really comfortable, relax your shoulders, and take a nice big breath in and release. And that is an example of spiritual illness, just connecting like that. So, our spiritual alignment doesn't happen by accident. It's actually something just like our bodies and our emotional and our mental wellness. It's something that we have to work on and be aware of. And it is usually through really simple, intentional practices. And I want to share a few that have made a huge difference in my life. And one of the biggest, it's not one, the biggest impact that spiritual wellness has had for me has taken place in the morning. My morning routine is the basis for the transformation that I've made. And it is very important to me, and I feel kind of out of alignment when I don't have the opportunities to do it. So we're just going to kind of talk about what that looks like. So this is going to be hard, but you want to start off your day not looking at your phone. And it can be a hard habit to break. So just really put your phone away, unless you're using it for meditation or journaling or whatever, because that can be a tool for that. But don't get on social media. Don't check your emails, and really use this time to connect with yourself and with your soul. And so one of the biggest things for me is meditation. I do meditate every morning, and I do use my phone. I use an app for that. I do like to meditate with soft music or guided meditation. Prayer can be a form of meditation. Reading something that brings you peace and joy can be a form of meditation. There's lots of ways of meditating. You can do it inside, you can do it outside. It's really a beautiful way of connecting with yourself. The next thing that I do is I do journal. I do gratitude journaling in the morning. And it's really hard to have a bad day when you start off your day writing about how grateful you are. And a couple of tricks. I'm not a writer. I really it's not my favorite thing to do. But when you pick three, I pick three things that I want to journal about, and it's not just what they are, but why. Why am I grateful for it? And one thing that I've also done is if there's someone in my life that's causing me distress, or I'm losing sleep over, or I'm angry at, I actually choose them to write something that I'm grateful for about them and why. And it almost instantly flips the way that I view them, and really, again, helps me set up to have a great day. And if there's somebody that I'm going to see that day, I'm showing up with love and a better intention than anger and being disappointed, or whatever the emotion is. So meditation, gratitude journaling. As I'm sure a lot of you know, nature is very important to me. I do a lot of hiking on the weekends, and I go outside a lot in my backyard. I am barefoot a lot. Usually I come in with muddy feet. Today was muddy feet because of the rain. And not just doing it, but being present in it, feeling the grass, smelling the grass, feeling the air, feeling the sun, feeling the rain, just being really present with yourself when you're in that moment out in nature. Um, and another thing with nature, and for me hiking, is I can't be in a bad mood when I'm hiking. I can bring problems out into nature out on a hike. I can come with anger, frustration, disappointment, sadness, but while I'm out there, it just melts away. And while you're walking, um, AS EMDR is a tapping therapy, and it is was discovered by a woman who was out walking and she noticed the trees and looking at them, and it created different pathways in her mind with problems that she was facing, and it literally cleared up the problems that she was feeling. So there's science about being out walking, noticing what's around you. It can really help uh, heal and create different feelings and emotions within you. Another thing that can be really beautiful, and I've started doing this because the mornings are dark, is lighting a candle. I love candles, and when I meditate, I'll light a candle before I start. And the flickering light, it can be a great way of bringing an intention into your heart of how you want your day to start. We already kind of mentioned about prayers being a form of meditation, but that can also be a piece of your morning, saying a prayer. Affirmations are a great way of starting your morning, or mantras are a great way to ground you and help you connect. Scents can be really powerful. Some people really love using incense or essential oils to really connect yourself in that present moment. So, spiritual wellness isn't about doing all of these things. It's not, oh, and, I just got a list of 10 things to do in the morning. Crap, how am I going to get that done? It's not about that at all. It's literally about being present and just being yourself in that moment and feeling that connection. Um, you can even tap into this when you're doing tasks that you're so used to doing, such as dishes, folding laundry, giving someone a hug, it can really help you tap in to your inner being, into your soul and your heart. So I'd love to hear if you currently have any of these practices in place, or if any of them are really sounding like that's something you want to try. Um, is it journaling, or the gratitude journaling, or nature, or meditation? And so comment at the bottom of this video to let me know where you're at and what you're thinking. It's something I'd love to support you in as you do it. It's life-changing. So we're just going to do a little gratitude practice together. And so I just want you to find yourself in a comfortable seat and close your eyes. If you feel comfortable to do so, relax. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And think about one thing that you are grateful for. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be something very simple, something that you're grateful for. And as you're thinking of this thing, I want you to find your heart space and feel the gratitude in your heart for this thing that you're thinking of. Feel it in your chest. You can even see it grow as a ball of light and growing as you continue to feel gratitude. With every inhale, feel that ball of light grow and expand in your chest. Feel that ball of light grow and expand to fill your entire body with gratitude. And feel it grow so big that it actually comes outside of your body. And you see that gratitude going towards your family, your neighborhood, and the world. And say to yourself, thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a deep breath in and release it slowly. And open your eyes. Isn't it such a beautiful ability that we have to do something so simple and so quickly, and to change the energy in our bodies? This is the power of daily spiritual practice. It doesn't take hours. It just takes intention and being present with what you're doing. So for this week, I invite you to choose one of these practices to focus on. Something that you can add really simply to your day. Very simple. Something that you can do every day. Something that doesn't take a long time. If morning doesn't work well for you, you can do it before you go to bed or another time during the day. And it can be as simple as meeting the sun in the morning and watching the sunrise, or watching the sun set in the evening. And this is tricky. This is going to be hard because it's not doing more. That's not the power that this has. It is creating the small sacred pauses in your day that help you connect back to you, to your soul, to your heart space. So next time we're going to wrap up spiritual wellness and talk about how we can live and be spiritually connected, and how we can bring these moments into be a big part of your life. And so I have a lot of gratitude for you, for the time that you take to be with me and to learn about these practices. And again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts, how you feel, if you're feeling an improved connection with yourself, with Source, with God, with nature, whatever it is that you feel called to. So please share and let me know how I can support you. Have a magical, wonderful evening, everybody.